So, y'all know that with my surgery, they had me on the table, had me all hooked up, ready to put me under, and then all of a sudden, they said, we're going to do EKG, which came back abnormal, so they wouldn't give me anesthesia, so they canceled my surgery. So I had an appointment with a cardiologist this past Monday, June 8th. Went, had an EKG, looked at it. He pulled my records from when I had a heart catheterization, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. So he pulled those records and looked at them and said based on that, he wanted to do an echocardiogram, prescribed a statin and baby aspirin, and told me to start exercising more. Anyway, so my appointment with the cardiologist was running late, called, was on hold almost the whole trip before I could call and say, we may be a few minutes late because it was a 4 o'clock appointment and they closed at 5 and I wanted to let them know. So anyway, we managed to get there right at 4. So I go in, so it's a call from the parking lot, right? Call that same number and I get this stupid, welcome to Verizon, your number cannot be completed as dialed or whatever. And I'm like, the fuck? So I tried again, didn't work. Dennis tried on his phone, didn't work. It was Sprint. I don't know what the hell was wrong. And so this lady comes out, she was putting some meds in the little box something to be sent out. And so I spoke with her and she said, well, hang on a second, let me go inside. So she got me checked in. So I said, I can't call, whatever, it's not working. I go in, as they do, they give you do the temperature, right? Bop, bop, bop. Go sit over there. Okay, there was someone else in the waiting room, just one other person that just wanted me to sit over there. Like, okay, fine. So I'm just sitting there. Well, and I see Dennis leave because he was going to go get something to eat. She comes back, bop, bop. Okay, so my temperature a couple more times. She says, your temperature is too high. You can't stay in the waiting room. You have to go wait in your car for the nurse to come talk to you. I'm like, okay, but my husband just left. Fine. And I asked her what was my temperature and she wouldn't tell me. She avoided the question. So I go outside and I'm standing there waiting and I call Dennis and tell him what's happened. He says, all right, I'm on my way back. So I'm waiting and the nurse comes out and explains to me again that, because of all this COVID going on, that my temperature was too high, and she handed me a sheet of paper on how to self-isolate, blah, 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 blah. Asked me if I had symptoms. I said no. I said I had a doctor appointment this morning. No problem at all. I said, what was my temperature? They wouldn't tell me. And it was 100 point something. Okay. Well, and I get it. I understand the protocol. I understand the caution, all that. That's fine. It just was frustrating. And I wanted to be mad at something. There wasn't anything to be mad at. But anyway. So on the way home, we're like, well, let's go get tested. Because there's this place just not far from where we live. By the way, the place where I had to go for the echocardiogram, it's like 45 minutes away. So we decided, well, let's go get tested because it's a little drive-through place. We drive up. They ask you questions. They swab you right then. And you go pull around the corner and wait. And 10 or 15 minutes later, the doctor comes out. We're negative. Hands us papers that said we're negative. My temperature was 97 something. Really? All right. So I was going to get this morning. That was yesterday. I was going to get this morning, Thursday, and call to reschedule my echocardiogram. They call me first. So watch the next video to find out what happens with that.